What's up? What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and then hit that share button. If you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that sub button. We bring you guys news like this all the time, man, usually on a daily basis. I want to talk about the Ethereum ETF possibility that they're next, and I let the cat out of the bag at the beginning instead of the end. I do think that the Ethereum ETFs are going to be next up on the SEC's agenda and docket for approval. And we're going to get into a little bit of that here in a second. But I think it's important that we go back and we have a look at what the SEC chair, Dirty Gary, had to say after he approved the Bitcoin spot Bitcoin ETF approvals. This here is coming from CNBC, credible news source here, guys. Comes out and states, basically restates what Gary had stated in his statement. To sum it up pretty simple for you guys, Gary Gensler, the SEC chair, comes out and says that under no circumstances does the approval of the spot Bitcoin ETF signal that this is the actual approval process for other cryptocurrency securities, crypto asset securities. And remember, the key word to that is crypto asset securities, guys, because Gary Gensler believes that the majority of cryptocurrency is a security. But the Hinman emails have proven, obviously, that Ethereum was not a security, that they didn't believe that Ethereum was a security at the time. Gary has yet not argued that fact. So we're under the assumption, making this video, that the SEC is agreeing with the Hinman emails that Ethereum is not a security, right? So we got to keep that in mind as we go through. And then the bullet points also go on to say that there is a split amongst the SEC commissioners in regards to the Ethereum ETF, and whether or not it's it should be approved. So there is a little bit of 50-50 going back and forth on whether or not it's a good idea to approve a spot Ethereum ETF within the SEC. So let's keep that in mind as we go through as well. So now we're going to jump on over to an article that was put out by CoinMarketCap, actually labeled Ethereum spot ETF could be next, according to the Bloomberg to a Bloomberg analyst, right? So there's a lot of stuff they go down through this article. They're talking about why it's going to be beneficial for a Ethereum spot Bitcoin ETF, the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? But they get down here to a key point here is Valkyrie Funds chief investigating officer, and gives his name, says he wouldn't be surprised to see a spot Ethereum and XRP ETF, right? So why Ethereum? Why XRP? Well, we all know XRP won its case and is not considered security. And according to what we know about the Hinman emails and everything else that went on, we know that Ethereum could be or should be in that same category, right? How the SEC views it. But here's the key. Here is why I think Ethereum's next, right? Let's get real. Let's get realistic. Let's talk about this in a real way, because people have already applied for spot Ethereum ETFs, right? And there has been no official filing for an XRP spot ETF, right? But people are already in the process of filing for these spot Ethereum ETFs. And you have some major players that have already applied, right? You have BlackRock, you have Van Eck, you have ARK, you have Invest in 21 Shares, you have Fidelity, and you have Invesco, in Galaxy, that have already filed for spot Ethereum ETFs, right? So this process is already in motion, right? And the XRP process is not yet started. Not to say, I do think that XRP will be third, right? They'll be the third one to get approved, but Ethereum definitely will be second. And why do I say that they're going to be approved? Because if you notice, these names sound awful familiar, right? These are the same players that were in the game for the spot Bitcoin ETFs, right? They have already been through this process. They already know how this process goes. They already know what the SEC is looking for. They already been in conversations with them in regards to the spot Bitcoin ETF. And now you're looking at the spot Ethereum ETF with the same players being involved in submitting applications for a spot Ethereum ETF. But more importantly than that, there's a lot of big money sitting here at the table, right? And big money's what pushed the spot Bitcoin ETF over the finish line. Call it what you want, say it's not true, say whatever you want. The reason that we have a spot Bitcoin ETF is strictly people like BlackRock, VanEck, Fidelity, big players like that, ARK sitting at the table and saying, you know what, we're going to do this. And we basically run a stock market. So this is what we want. And how do you guys give it to us? Right. And they're going to do the same thing with Ethereum. So these big players will push Ethereum across the finish line. And to just have further clarification and further proof that these ETFs were already applied for, you can see here on, oh crap, hold on, there we go. Let me fix this here. You can see here on the website here that they've been applied for. You see this, you see the Ethereum next to it. And it also gives you key dates and key deadlines to watch out for, right? That of when the when the decision has to be made. You look at 523 for Valkyrie is probably the first date here that of any significance. You have 523 as a key date that they have to do make a decision on this spot Ethereum ETF. So that's another date that we're going to be paying close attention to is this 523 2024 date, right? And you can see that these things were applied for. Like Valkyrie applied for theirs on Christmas, right? So you know that's a big deal. Like they literally applied for theirs on Christmas. So we will scroll over and you can see that the 25th. So Merry Christmas to them. Obviously, you know, the day after, so on and so forth. So these are, and then you have the custodians, right? You have Coinbase being the biggest custodian of the Ethereum, of who's applying for the Ethereum ETF, and obviously Gemini, who is the custodian for VanEck's Bitcoin ETF, would also be the custodian for their Ethereum ETF. So, great news here, guys, and this is why Ethereum's going to be approved as the second ETF on the market, right? Because one, they're already in the process. So nobody's going to come in and jump the line. You know, that's not how the SEC works. You're not jumping the line. So when you look at this, it makes sense that Ethereum's the second. And it's probably the right thing that Ethereum's second. I said this about Bitcoin. It's the right thing that Bitcoin gets the first spot ETF. It's the right thing for Ethereum to get the second spot ETF, right? In XRP will be third. I'll have a video about why I think they're going to be third. Well, it's pretty simple. They won their case, and you know they're considered not a security, so it's less risky for them to be on the spot market, right? So, you know, that's why Ethereum's going to be second. You know, I know everybody's putting out videos about is it going to be Ethereum? Is it going to be XRP? Is it going to be Ethereum? Is it going to be XRP? It's going to be Ethereum. Process is already in motion. It's already working. It's already in, you know, people have already put their applications in, and nobody has put their applications in yet for XRP. Grayscale will put their application in for XRP. They'll probably be the first one, and then everybody else will follow suit, but it's not in yet. And these ones are already in motion since December 25th. So they're already moving. So with that, guys, that is why Ethereum will be the second spot Bitcoin ETF approval. And here's your key date to watch out for that not a lot of people are talking about. It is May 23rd of this year. We have to make sure that VanEck takes care of what it needs to take care of by the 23rd. and we should hear some news by then, and know where we stand, if we can go to the next step with this spot Ethereum ETF approval. So you got Van Eck on the 23rd, followed by 21 share on the 24th, and then followed by Hasbrex or whatever, however you say that, on the 24th, I believe. No, that one's up there. On the 30th. So they're on the 30th. And then you're looking at Grayscale on the 1st of June. And then you're coming down to a couple of these other ones in July. So, and Fidelity being the last one, um, on August 3rd. So Fidelity's the last one on August 3rd. So these things are, but obviously Van Eck's going to set the tone on the 23rd as to what the SEC says to Van Eck. You can expect to see a lot of these guys either fix some of their applications or fall in line to what the SEC says based on what they say on the 23rd. So Ethereum is already underway, guys. It's already going to happen. This is why you see money flowing into Ethereum now that the spot Bitcoin ETF is approved. You see everybody racing over to Ethereum, putting their money in there in preparation for the next spot Ethereum ETF, the next spot ETF to come out, which is going to be Ethereum. And that's why you see all the money rushing over there. And we will be repeating this cycle when the Ethereum ETF is approved and launched. You'll see everybody moving their money and rushing it to the third one, which I'm assuming is going to be XRP. So with that, guys, if you like what you hear, go ahead, give me a sub. But more importantly, guys, give me a like, give me a share, leave me a comment. Let me know whether you liked this video. Let me know whether you didn't. Let me know why you liked it. Let me know why you didn't. Drop a comment down in there. Give me a like. It push me up in the old algorithm. Give me a share. And if you like it, like I said, give me a sub, and we're out to the next one.